who's helped me so much throughout my high school career. First is Mr. Getotto. He was always eager to teach me and help me with anything I needed. His AP chemistry class was one of the best classes I've ever taken. He may have gone a little overboard at times, but only because of his desire to see his students succeed. Second is Mr. Quayock. He is my all-time favorite teacher, my role model, my hero. If you've ever met the man, you understand why I admire him so. The Feria will sorely miss him, and no one will ever be able to replace him. Okay, all right, on with the speech. Dear faculty, fellow students, friends, and family, today is a very special day for everyone gathered here. Today we've accomplished something that was 12 years in the making. Today we graduate and leave public schooling behind. From here, some of us will go to college. Some will go to work. Others will go into the military. Look around yourselves, graduates, to the young men and women sitting around you. Most of the people you see now, you will never see again. Now look again, but this time into the audience, our friends and family. These people are willing to help you on the next step in the journey of life, whatever that may be. Look once more, graduates. This time, not around you, but instead, inside of you. Recall all of the good times you experienced during your school years. These moments will forever be some of the best moments of your life. Before we leave this school behind, let's reflect on some past history. It seems just a few weeks ago that we were registering for classes of freshmen. As we were jostled through lines, we were introduced into the next step of our lives. We went from being at the top of the social ladder as 8th graders to being at the bottom of the food chain as fish. For most of us, it wasn't all that bad. After all, most of our friends were still here with us. Just a new school with people who we've known for years. For me, however, things were significantly different. My parents and I moved here from Mesquite, Texas during the summer before my freshman year. We moved down here in order to be closer to my paternal grandparents. They lived here in the area for many years before my family and I came down. The reason we moved is simple. My grandparents needed help. My grandmother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease prior to our move, but otherwise she was in good shape physically. However, my grandfather, whose mind was perfectly fine, was in poor shape physically. He had been taking care of my grandmother for a while since she was diagnosed with the disease. However, my grandmother had become too difficult to take care of by himself. That is why my family and I moved down here. We helped take care of my grandmother for my freshman, sophomore, and junior years. In March of my junior year, my grandmother passed away. I tell you this story not to depress you, nor for you to pity me. You and I don't need either of those things. I told you these things to inform you what motivated me throughout high school. My grandfather's unselfish dedication to his wife, giving of himself until he literally almost killed himself. My grandmother, who fought for so many years to be conscious and helpful. I had to make her proud, make her happy with whatever I did. I kept participating in UIL mostly because every time I would bring a trophy to my grandmother, she would have a great big smile on her face, and I'd feel as if I'd helped her, helped ease the burden of her illness. My father and mother were wells of strength for my grandfather as my grandmother's condition worsened. I was deeply impressed by their toughness, sticking with my grandmother as she became almost incoherent. With my family as my role models, I believe I lived up to their expectations by being top in our class. Everyone needs something to motivate them, inspire them to greatness, whether it be family, friends, or a person's own goals. Life is tough, there's no denying that. Now, as we embark on a new frontier of our lives, we must stand strong, work hard, do our very best. For we are the future of this country, and we cannot let our motivation fail us. We shall shape the country, the world, and we shall do it with support from one another and support from God. Good days and pleasant nights to us all.